What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me right here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, and TV shows. And right now, you know what? We are at the first day of summer break for me. That's right. So, well, technically tomorrow is first day because today's Sunday. Friday was our last day of school. So Monday starts officially my summer vacation. I'm a teacher, so I get a couple months off every year, and that's always really nice. We don't really get that time off. We're busy working on stuff for the upcoming year, but you know what I mean. We get time off without having to be in the classroom. And I got to thinking about vacation movies, and specifically I recently rewatched Summer Rental with John Candy. That was a very fun movie. For some reason, that movie's like never on anybody's radar. But yeah, I recently rewatched it and had a lot of fun with it. I was thinking about like RV with Robin Williams. Not the best movie, but still Robin Williams, right? But then I was like, what are the quintessential vacation movies? Well, obviously, those are the vacation movies. The National Lampoon's vacation movies. It started out as National Lampoon's and eventually just became Vacation. And I figured that, hey, I don't think I've ever ranked these. So let's do a vacation ranking. Let's rank the vacation movies from worst to best. And let's just see how wrong or how right I am. How wrong or how right I am. It's all subjective, so, my favorite vacation movie, my least favorite vacation movie may or may not be your favorite or least favorite, and that's perfectly fine because everybody views art differently, so that's fine. So let's start with my least favorite vacation movie, and that would be Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure. This is a movie that just made no sense. It picks up with Eddie working at some science lab, and they choose a monkey over him because they have to make cutbacks, so they choose the monkey over him because the monkey's smarter and more valuable. It's supposed to be funny, like, hey, this, we value this. That's how stupid Eddie is. We value this monkey more. It felt cartoony. In fact, the whole movie felt incredibly cartoony, and that's because Cousin Eddie is a cartoony character. He's a cartoony character, and he's best taken in small doses. That's why you look at the first vacation movie, it's basically an extended cameo for Cousin Eddie. You look at Christmas Vacation, he doesn't really show up until midway through the movie. Maybe at the end of the first act, but really kind of midway through the movie, he doesn't show up till then. And when they use him, they still use him in small doses. It's still very much Chevy Chase's film, with Cousin Eddie kind of popping up in small doses. And funny enough, the Cousin Eddie storyline helps to provide some of the heart of the story with Cousin Eddie's kids. And then obviously, again, he played a supporting role in Vegas Vacation, and that's really been all that we've gotten from Cousin Eddie. So having a movie based on him, yeah, it feels cartoonish. It does not feel realistic because he is not a realistic character. He is in a lot of ways the funny guy to Chevy Chase's straight guy. Now, as we always get in these vacation movies, our straight guy Chevy Chase ends up having a breakdown at the end of pretty much every movie, and becomes the funny guy. But really, for most of the movie, Randy Quaid's Cousin Eddie is playing off of Chevy Chase's straight guy, and that's why he works. But that's why he doesn't work in Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure, because it just feels stupid. It feels needless. So that's the worst one by far. All right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 vacation movies. So number 5 is Vegas Vacation. The whole shtick with Chevy Chase and his vacations, by that point, I think this one came out in like 97, and by that point the whole thing was feeling a little bit tired. And they chose Vegas, and I didn't find Vegas to be a particularly interesting destination for a family vacation movie. There's been some great movies made it based around Vegas. You know, The Hangover. Several movies have been based in Vegas, and it can be a good vacation to take your family to. I realize that Vegas has changed over the years and it's become a lot more family friendly. I haven't been there in years. I haven't been to Vegas in years, but and last time I was there, it was not particularly family friendly. But my understanding is that it has gone through a change. It has become more family friendly, and I get that. But for me, it just wasn't a very interesting location to have a movie about a family on vacation. There's lots of other places I would have chosen. Washington, D.C. could have been really funny. It could have been really funny to go on like a, well, I guess they already did the Great American Road Trip in the first one, but another road trip would have been fun. A beach vacation, you know, like a East Coast beach vacation. There's lots of things they could have done that I think would have been more interesting than Vegas. So it just felt kind of dull to me. All right, number four. Number four is the 2015 sequel slash reboot, Vacation. And this is the one that stars Ed Helms as a grown-up Rusty who has taken his kids to Wally World. And as he said, this vacation stands on its own. And for the most part, it does. I found myself laughing quite a few times during the movie. I thought that there was a lot of really funny stuff in the movie. But once I got done watching it, once the movie was over, it became very painfully obvious that it was a cheap imitation of the first Vacation. And that's kind of what they weren't going for. Like, they were going for it to stand on its own. They were going for it to be its own thing, to kind of reboot the Vacation series and have another series of movies focused on Rusty and his family. And and like I said, excuse me, I've got a really bad cough. It's not COVID related, I promise. It's just I just got over some allergy issues, and I still got a lingering cough here. So yeah, this Vacation movie, it just felt like that cheap imitation. And I wanted it to be its own thing, and it really wasn't. So, that's number four. Alright, top three. Number three is European Vacation. European Vacation is just a lot of fun. Does it have its silly moments? Absolutely, it has its silly moments, but it really is this really fun movie that has kind of a mean streak to it as well. And I really enjoyed this mean streak that the movie has, whether it's French people making fun of Clark in a language he doesn't understand, whether it's the host of a family game show sexually assaulting Clark's family members, whether it's some German people trying to hang Clark for messing up a traditional dance and causing some whatever the case may be. It's got this mean streak to it that it kind of walks that line. It's funny, it's hilarious, but also you're like, whoa. So definitely did a good job with that. It took the next step from the original Vacation, and it got kind of bigger. It got bolder in some ways. It wasn't anywhere near as good as the original Vacation, but it definitely took the next step, and I definitely appreciated that. So European Vacation is number three. Number two, however, is the original Vacation. Now, I know that putting it number two might be blasphemous to some people, but if you've been paying attention, you know what number one is. So the original Vacation is still one of my all-time favorite movies. It's definitely in my top 25 all-time favorite movies of all time. It's just so hilarious, and it's so relatable. Now that I'm a dad, it is just so relatable, where I can, I used to watch the movie when I was growing up. I watched it from Rusty's point of view. My point of view has completely changed, and now that I watch it from Clark's point of view, it's such a better movie, and I understand the frustration behind wanting to deliver something for your family and having these roadblocks in the way that you can't you can't predict these roadblocks. They just pop up, and it's so true to life. Clark's reaction to it is not always true to life, but these roadblocks are true to life, and it's so much fun to watch this completely unconventional way of tackling these roadblocks. Now, as a lot of it Is a lot of it kind of based in fantasy? Sure. The whole thing with Christy Brinkley, that whole sequence, it was kind of like the writer's perception of what a middle-aged man's fantasy might be, and it was playing out, and how does that middle-aged man react to it, and it was all funny. But because of that, it definitely had this bit of like this almost fantasy storytelling element to it. But that was perfectly fine because the movie itself was really funny. And when Clark finally flips his lid at the end, it kind of took the movie to the next level. And seeing how it ends with Roy Wally deciding, oh, it's okay. Again, it adds to that fantasy aspect of it, because that's not how, you broke into Disney and did some of that, yeah, it's not gonna be okay. It's not gonna be okay. So yeah, definitely a great movie though. But the best vacation movie is Christmas Vacation. It is just loaded with iconic moments, great lines, great characters, memorable characters. It's like a lot of people, when they think of Russ and Audrey, they think of the Russ and Audrey from that original Vacation. Not me. For me, Russ and Audrey is the Christmas Vacation Russ and Audrey. And it's just the whole movie, it's warm and it's hilarious. And you look at Clark and you empathize with him, you understand him, but also if you really take a hard look at Clark, you realize he's kind of a jerk too. The way he treats his neighbors, he's kind of a jerk also. So it's just a very complex character in this very straightforward Christmas comedy, and I really, like I said, this is something I watch multiple times a year at Christmas time. It's just one of my favorite movies of all time. So, and like I already said, the doses of Eddie that we get in this, it adds to some of the warmth and some of the heart of the movie. It doesn't make it cartoonish, even though he's a cartoonish character. You don't notice it because everybody else in the movie is playing Eddie straight. And it's so funny. So, Christmas Vacation is the best one. So that being said, what is your favorite vacation movie? Is it Vacation? Christmas Vacation? Are you one of the few people that really like the remake? What did you think of those? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your take on it. While you're down there commenting, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I put out a lot of content, and I want to make sure that you're up to date with everything that I'm doing. And as always, thank you so much for joining me right here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.